Hello and welcome to the channel. I hope you're all well. Today we're going to tie something a little bit different, and it is a dubbing brush streamer. In the vise I have a size 8 nymph hook, heavy nymph hook, and a size 3.8 silver bead. Now it doesn't have to be a long shank or a short shank, it can be whatever you want, but the gape must be quite wide because of the material that we're going to use. Now I'm going to tie with 6/0 black thread, and I'm just going to set the bead and wind the thread down, trim up the excess and continue down to the rear of the hook shank. Right, I'm going to use standard black marabou for the tail, so I'll just tear some fibres off for the tail. So, trim off the butts and tie in the tail and tie down the excess marabou also. And I'm just going to trim that up. Now the dubbing brush does have some flash in it. I'm going to add a little more flash with some silver crystal flash. Just level those up and tie those in. And the same on the other side. Now, it doesn't matter whether they're on the side, on the top, underneath, doesn't really matter, as long as you just have a little bit of extra flash in there. I'll trim those up. Just bind this down a little more. Right, and here is the dubbing brush. This is basically a twisted wire, and within the twisting there is dubbing, some fine rubber to create the legs, and also there's some flash in there as well. So I'm just going to pare back some of the material and tie that in. Make sure it's well tied in. Right, now as with any material that has a core, pull back the fibres as you wrap. So that's the first wrap, and just continue pulling back the fibres as you wrap along the body. Until you get to the bead. I'm going to tie off there. And trim up the dubbing brush. Pull the fibres back and tie everything down. Now before I tie this off, I'm just going to put some glue onto the thread. And tie off the fly. And trim up the tying thread. Oops, mixed up with a flash here. Right, I'm just going to give this a little bit of a brush back. And there you have the completed dubbing brush streamer. Now, obviously it's going to create an awful lot of movement, and as it comes through the water, the displacement of the water will create interest from the trout. Something a little bit different, and it's a great time of the year to try out some new patterns, so do give it a go. Hope you enjoyed the tying. Thanks for viewing, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it, and do subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Bye.